Some 2 years ago, I was at this very same place. It's in the heart of Israel, in Pardes Ghana, and I was working here with a group of 20 men. And we did men's work, and we worked with the theme of the Minotaur and the Labyrinth. Now, what's the story of the Minotaur and the Labyrinth? There's this huge labyrinth. It's a Greek myth, and in the middle of the labyrinth, there's this monster, and that's the Minotaur. And I gave these Israeli men the assignment, slay the monster. So they've been talking for hours about it, and in the middle of the night, they said, what a horrible workshop this is, to slay the monster, because we start to realize that the monster is inside of us. It is our fears, our anger. At that very same night, there were some bombings of Gaza. And of course, we talked about it, like when you have an enemy, you think that that is the monster. But when you go deeper inside yourself, you realize that your monster is actually part of you. Now, it's a very difficult concept, especially here, where it's so understandable to see the enemy on the other side. But I think we all have that inside. We all have that notion of an enemy. Might be your government, might be your partner, your family, whoever is your enemy. And you have to slay the monster. Now, in these days, when Israel and Palestine are at war again, and it's a very big chaos, there's so much happening all around me here, while I'm in the heart of the labyrinth. In a way, it's very quiet. But of course, I heard all the stories. Yesterday, I came in through Egypt, through the southern border of Israel, and I drove all the way up north. And of course, you hear all the stories, the sad stories of my friends in Gaza. I've been working with them for about 10 years, and mostly their monster was about anger. Anger, what is happening to them. Anger that they're in this awkward position of being in an enormous prison of 10 by 40 kilometers with about 2 million people, of which half of them are children. So you can understand the anger and the fear when the bombing goes, what happens in the night. So there's a lot of monsters to slay here. Now, for the people who are around it, the international community, it's not very helpful to blame one of them, because everybody has their own reason for their monster. The only thing you can do is to go into your own heart and to feel what is deep inside of me. What is my monster? How can I slay my own monster? My anger, my fear, my discomfort. At the moment, my monster is this little fly that's trying to sit on my head all the time. It's a very small monster, but still, it's these distractions of the mind that get you into the labyrinth of your own soul. And you can only go to the heart to fight your deepest anger, fear, doubt, self-doubt, self-judgment, all these things. And that will help the people out here, because it's all connected. We are all connected. It's not them doing it. It's not them making the war. They are fighting it maybe for us, or they're expressing it in the outside world, in the external world, but as outside, so is inside. So what you can do is go deep into a meditation with yourself. Look at your monster and embrace it. Hope to see you next time.